welcome back to another video. It's your girl Kyla Jade, and we are gonna have a little chit chat, a very serious chit chat, just me and you. So let's go ahead and get into this video. If you already clicked on this video, you are well on your way to becoming a better version of yourself, because today we are talking about 4 things that I'm doing differently this year. And the reason why I emphasize on the I'm is because I didn't want to just sit in front of you guys and tell you that you need to do this, this, and this, and I'm not even doing it. So I want to just be real with you guys, let you guys know what I'm working on, and kind of give some advice on how I'm going to accomplish those things and how I'm going to create habits and just become a better version of myself. If you're ready to take over 2024 and just elevate your life, then you are in the right place. So keep watching. We're gonna get right into it. I don't want to be doing all that outside talking, because like I said, we are being serious, we are being focused all 2024. And happy new year. Let me not forget to tell you guys happy new year. It's currently January 7th, so week 1 is done. So if you didn't get started in week 1, use this and start tomorrow. Just start someday, okay? Number 1 for me is creating new habits and being intentional. So I decided to pick 4 top things that I want to work on this year. And the reason why I say 4 is because there's 4 quarters in the year, and you really want to focus in and lock in with a few things that you want to change, that you know can help you in this year and to carry on forever. You don't want to start the year off trying to change 20 different things. Of course, there's multiple things that you want to change about yourself, and that's okay. But for you to really start creating those habits, you need to focus on them and constantly do that specific thing at one time. And so I say 4 because there's 4 quarters you work on. Let's say going to the gym for the first quarter of the year. Once you've done that first quarter, the second quarter, you still go to the gym, but you already created that habit. You already been going for a few months, so it's easier for you to keep going. So now you can work on the next habit that you decided to pick, and so on and so forth. So definitely, reflect and try to figure out. Obviously, the new year already started. I did this before the new year started so that I can have like a head start and already know what I'm doing. But it's okay. You could start now. Reflect on yourself, figure out what you want to work on and what is the most important for you to start creating now. For me, that was going to the gym. I've been going to the gym since December 1st. Like I said, I kind of wanted to get a head start in the game. So I've been going to the gym, and it made it easier for January. And I just was able to keep going. The more you do something, the better you get at it, and the easier it becomes. So in the beginning, when I was going to the gym, it was a little bit harder because my body was sore. I wasn't used to doing something constantly every single day. But because I kept going over and over and over again, it became easier. Once you start seeing results, it becomes easier. And so I tell people sometimes you need to have an end goal. You need to have an incentive at the end of your goal. My incentive was, if I go to the gym for the whole month straight, I'm going to get myself some headphones for the gym, some Apple headphones for the gym. And so that was my push. That's the thing that I held over my head, where it was like, if you don't do this, you're not going to get those headphones. And sometimes we need that, we need that little bit of push to get us going. And a lot of times we don't have somebody who can hold us accountable. If you can't get an accountability partner this year that's like, hey girl, did you go to the gym today? Or did you do this, and this? That can be helpful. But if it's just you, maybe try setting a prize at the end, where if you wake up early for this amount of days, you buy yourself a new bag, or whatever it is. Set an incentive to keep you pushing and something for you to look forward to. Obviously, habits do not happen overnight. They happen with time. They happen with practice. Everything that we're doing now in this life is because we did it over and over and over again. This is all that we know. This is all that we learn. You're basically rewiring your brain and changing who you are. And so give yourself some grace and understand that it is going to be hard, that it's going to be some troubles along the way, but you need to be disciplined enough to say, although this is hard, I need to do this because I want to be better and I want this out of my life. And so Be intentional about every single moment of your day. If you know that you are working on a habit, don't put yourself in a position where you're not gonna work on that habit, or you're gonna, go backwards. Say you wanted to wake up early. That's something that you set for yourself. Don't go to bed late because you know you're not gonna want to wake up in the morning. And so it's important to be intentional about each and every decision so that you can make it easier for yourself. Creating habits doesn't have to be hard. You just need to be very specific and intentional about each and every second of your day so that you are making the best out of it. If you want to be a better content creator, but you're sitting here watching Netflix movies instead of watching videos on how to become a creator or just learning tips in general, then you're not being intentional. I want you guys to understand that there's not a lot of time. Some people will tell you, oh, you have time, you're only 23, da-da-da-da. I get it. Sometimes we do need to calm down and just be like, okay. A lot of people don't even get rich or figure things out until they're like 30 or 40 years old. But also, why would you want to take longer to get there? And so it's important to be like, okay, I need to use my time wisely because I want to be able to have that freedom. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. And so create those habits, focus on those habits, become a better version of yourself, and everything else will fall into place. And that's where we're going to move into number 2, where focus on yourself. That's something that I really want to work on this year, is focusing on myself and focusing on God. So focusing on myself means canceling out any outside noise, all distractions. It's something that I struggle with is being on my phone. I will be doing something, being intentional, doing something that I'm supposed to be doing, but then I get distracted and I start scrolling, or it's just like, girl, put the phone down, just focus. The phone will be there at the end of the night. You can be on your phone. Stop making excuses where you don't have time to do this, this, and this. You do have the time, but you chose to be on your phone, and now the time is wasted, and you need to take care of your family, or you need to go to work, or whatever it is. And so focusing on yourself is just shutting everything else out, shutting out the noise, shutting out the judgment, the fear of judgment. That's another thing. I've always been fearful about, oh, if I post this video, what will people think? Or will they think this photo is cute? How many likes is it gonna get? And it's like, you're worried about everybody else except for you. If you focus on yourself, if it makes you happy, if you're serving God and you're serving your people, sorry, my light just died. It's okay. But if you're serving God, you're serving his people, then everything else should fall into place. Why are you worried about what anybody else has going on? This is your journey. Nobody else can live the journey for you or with you. It's literally yours to live. So I was watching this video from this man named Myron Golden. Very, very, very good YouTuber. Very motivational, helpful. You guys should definitely check him out. I'll try to link him down below because his videos really helped me a lot. But he has said something about giving people power over you, when in reality, God is the only person who has power over you. He's the only person that we should be worried about in the first place. Why are we worried about what people think about our flesh? What we look like on the outside? Why are we worried about what people have to say about us? The only judgment that you should be worried about is God. Nobody else has the right to judge you. You have no right to judge anybody else. We are human just like one another. The people that you look up to, they're human. They make mistakes. They go through things. They have troubles. You're not the only person out here who's going through something. Posting should only be about you. Whatever it is that you're doing should only be about you and be about God. Serve God. Serve the people by delivering for him. And stop listening to what people got to say, or if somebody says something about your video, oh well, who cares? Who are you? Who are you? That's how you need. Sometimes you need to be like that. You need to just shut the world out. Act like you're the only person on this earth. Act like it's just you, your camera, in the grocery store. Nobody else is in the store. Act like it's just you, your notebook, and God. That's it. Stop giving people the power over you that they don't even know they have. You letting people stop you from growing and they don't even know it. That's why when you just focus on yourself, all of that stuff, you don't even be worried about that stuff, because it's just you, your camera, and God. You in your life. That's it. Stop letting people control you. You're letting people control you, and they have no right to control you. So if you don't focus on yourself, if you don't take that time to just worry about you, you're gonna fall behind. You're gonna be stuck where you're at because you decided to worry about what somebody else is gonna say, or worried about what they're doing and this and this and that. Get off the shade room, get off Instagram, get off Twitter, all that. If that's what you need to do because it's a distraction, then you need to shut it out. You need to shut it off. If you need to turn your phone off so that you can edit your video, turn it off. Act like nobody else exists if you have to. And I know a lot of times it can be, disappointing because you have a fear of missing out. I think that's fear of missing out. What is it called? FOMO? Fear of missing out. You're like, oh, they're outside. People my age are traveling. They're at the club. They're doing this, this, and that. Yeah, they're doing that. And maybe that's their journey. Maybe this is your time to focus in and lock in and practice and do what you need to do so that you can be in that position one day where you can be traveling or doing this and that. Your time will come. But it won't come if you just sit here and do nothing. Like, literally, like, it will not come. Watching other people is not gonna take you where you need to go. Focus on yourself. Become that real version. Stop pretending and actually become that person. And that's going to come with dedication, creating habits, and focusing and locking in on you. Locking in on you and nobody else, okay? Number 3 for me that I want to do differently is stop speaking negatively into the atmosphere. That's something that I really, really struggle with. It's like a very, very ugly and nasty trait to have. But it's something that I've been doing for so long, I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I would just speak like bad about myself or just about situations, and it's like, be more positive, girl. Like, stop being negative Nancy. Like, I literally, like, and it don't have to be like, nothing like crazy, but even just saying like, I'm so tired. You're speaking that into the world, into the atmosphere. When you telling yourself that you're tired, you're gonna start to feel tired. If you say, I'm energized, I'm good, I'm happy, like, I feel good, that's exactly what you're gonna feel. That's exactly what's gonna, you're gonna produce happy things. But if you speak negatively and say, oh, this is gonna be ugly, this is gonna suck, that's what's gonna happen. Everything leads back to being intentional. Be intentional about the words that you speak, the things that you're saying. It's even written in the Bible. I'm not gonna quote it because I ain't gonna be false prophesying this stuff. But it's even written in the Bible. It says, ask and you shall receive. Ask God and you shall receive. You can't just be out here saying anything, speaking crazy stuff over your life, because that's what's gonna come to you. And you don't want that. You want happy things, positive things, abundance, success. So speak life into yourself. Switch it around, change things up. Start telling yourself affirmations. That's another way to, start building a habit of being more positive. Telling yourself that you are enough. Every single morning, writing it down in a journal. Whatever it is you need to do to remind yourself that I can't be talking like this. That this is not who I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be great. I'm supposed to be thriving. Make yourself believe that you look good. Make yourself believe that you're not tired, because that's going to keep you going. That's going to keep you pushing through those feelings, and then it's going to be easier to do it later on and build a habit. So yeah, that's number 3. That's something that I really, really, really want to work on this year. We're going to get into number 4. So if you made it this far, congratulations. I'm so excited. I hope I'm helping you guys. This one might hit a little nerve. Y'all might be like, huh? But this is for me personally, and I'm done. I am done looking for inspiration in 2024. I'm done. And the reason why I say this is because I spent so much time on Pinterest, saving little photos to my Pinterest board, or saving stuff in a folder on Instagram, and just watching people be successful while I just sit here and watch. And I'm just tired of watching. Like, I want to live that life. I want people to watch me. I want to teach people how to live this life. And a lot of times we just are like, we need all this motivation in the world. Like, no, you know exactly what it is that you want. You want that house, you want that car, you want that life, you want that freedom. So what are you still watching for? What are you still trying to look for more motivation? Just because you look at the stuff every day and you save it every day, it's not going to get you nowhere. It's the steps that you take afterwards, you know, watching videos on how to live that lifestyle, how to get those things. That's different. But then right after that, you need to actually take action and accomplish those things. And so I just don't want to be sitting here watching other people keep winning. I hope it's not coming off the wrong way. But again, I want to reference Myron Golden. He said something along the lines where we'll watch football teams win a game and then we sit there and cheer like we won. We'll be like, my team won, we won. Like, whose team? Because you didn't even play. Like, you're literally, and I know it's a game, it's just a reference, but it's real. If you look at the bigger picture, that was like mind-blowing to me, because it's like, wow, like we really spend a lot of our time watching other people win and clapping for other people instead of trying to do that for ourselves. And I'm not saying that like you shouldn't be clapping for other people, you shouldn't be celebrating other people, but why are you celebrating everybody else except for yourself? Don't you want to win too? Don't you want to celebrate and clap for yourself? Like, the football players who are actually winning the games, they're the ones who get to go home to the $1 million house. They're the ones who get to drive that $1 million car, whatever it is. Like, they're the ones who can actually celebrate, and we're just watching them. Me watching these people win, it may give me a little bit of motivation, but I'm the one who has to push myself up in the morning. These people practice every single day. They did the work and now they're living that life. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do the same work that they did, or we're not going to get there. So that's just something that I personally just wanted to really just tone down. It's like, girl, how many videos are you going to save? How many pictures are you going to save? Like, at this point, it's time to get up and get moving. And stop looking for stuff to come to me. Like, it's not gonna come. And a lot of times I will use the excuse that, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to do. Well, how are you gonna know what it is that you're supposed to do unless you go out and try something, unless you do something over and over again and see what it is you like and what it is you don't like? You'll never know unless you get moving. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you write in a journal or how many times you tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. If you don't actually do it, you'll never know. You'll never know if it's going to work or if it's going to fail and how to do it differently. So it's all about action. It's all about being intentional about those actions and creating the habits behind the scene that's going to build the discipline and the knowledge and everything that it is you need to be successful. And the journey is your purpose. If you're struggling with, oh, I don't know what my purpose is, the journey is the purpose. Like, literally, everything that happens along the way is part of your purpose. You're going to become who you are by overcoming the challenges, by, you know, trying this and trying that. And along the way, you'll find what it is that you feel called to do. But unless you try, you won't know. You will not know. So take that into consideration and just stop letting the outside world, stop letting yourself tell you that you aren't good enough, that you don't know what it is you need to do. You know what it is. You just have to do it. You have to execute. You need to plan and execute. And it takes time, it takes patience, it takes dedication, grit, strength, all of those things. So do what it is you need to do to get those things. Seek God. Fill your life with the word of God, who tells you that you are enough, that you're beautiful, that you're meant to be great. And seek him in everything that you do, and your purpose will come by trying, by traveling, by moving, by having faith. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I didn't want to get too crazy and just be like telling you a million things that you need to do, but this is something that I feel could help you guys. Maybe you could relate in another way, where this is some habits that you want to change in your life. But if there is something that you thought about that was like, oh, this is what I want to work on, then that is what you need to focus on. And just shut everybody else out. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Who cares about what Ari just posted? Like, She's gonna post forever. You'll see her stuff later on. Like, it's not, you're not missing anything. And so keep going, stay dedicated to yourself, stay on top of your priorities, and just keep going. Like, the more you do it, the easier it is. It don't feel like a chore no more. It feels like this is who you are. And that's exactly what's gonna happen when you create habits and you rewire yourself into a better version of yourself. Continue to grow, continue to thrive, continue to push through your the obstacles and the troubles that are gonna come, because they're gonna come. But it is up to you to tell yourself that you can do it and literally do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and that you can take some of these tips with you and carry them with you. If you need to watch this video every day so that you can remind yourself that this is what you need to do for 2024, then make sure you guys keep watching. Share this with a friend. And I love you guys. I really hope this year is just filled with so much love, blessings, and abundance and success. I know you guys can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Every day is not easy, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So with that being said, these are 4 things that I'm doing differently in 2024. What are you gonna do differently in 2024? We'll see. We'll check in another day, but in the meantime, you got this. Bye, y'all.